Somit ein herzlich willkommen wieder zurück zu eurem Folie von Folies Gamer aus zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play Sekundziel, Episode 4, Part 03. Einmal ist immer das erste Mal. Und somit sage ich ein herzlich willkommen hier wieder zurück. Über ein Like, über einen Kommentar, über ein Abo würde ich mich natürlich riesig freuen. Ob ihr da hier auf YouTube, Instagram, Facebook oder Twitch. Mehr findet ihr natürlich in meinem Kanal-Banner oben. Der kommt dann eigentlich auf Direktseiten. Und ansonsten kann der gerne ein bisschen rumschnüffeln auf meinem Kanal. Würde ich mich natürlich freuen, wenn ihr hier und da mal was dazu schreiben würdet. Oder vielleicht mal hier und da mal einen Daumen dazu da lässt, wenn es euch gefallen hat. Und ja, sonst bin ich auch sehr offen für Änderungen, die euch vielleicht auffallen, beziehungsweise die euch vielleicht nicht so gefallen. Ja, und dann würde ich sagen, wir gehen und starten den Part 3. So, das erste Mal.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
Ich weiß nicht, ob das ein Segen oder ein Fluch ist. Ja, das ist eine gute Frage. Ob das man natürlich Fluch oder Segen nennen will.
No. No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Wer klopft denn da wieder? Kann man sich mal in sein Zimmer zurückziehen?
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Golden elixir. Dear Monsieur de Richet.
Schade, wieder nichts mehr liegt hier rum.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. I'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand, regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself, is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help, and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. On the other hand, we are eternal. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Well, indeed, from that point of view, it is better to guide them.
It's rare for a novice demon to manage to stop thinking like a man so quickly. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. Some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you suggesting he might be in danger?
Well, Louis, our father's patience is not limitless. If William ever does go too far, then yes, he will be in danger. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Ich traue dem Hund nicht so richtig, den netten Onkel.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. President George Washington.
Kommt, der hat da bestimmt noch irgendwo ein paar Süßigkeiten rumhängen.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me.
Bis nach oben. Bis nach oben ins Arbeitszimmer.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Emily, can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
Ich bin noch neugierig. Ich denke doch ihr auch. Und deswegen treten wir jetzt einfach ein in das Zimmer. So, wir marschieren ein.
You've been drinking. Why aren't I surprised? Do you think you'll find the solution in alcohol?
Get out of here, Louis. I told you not to come in.
First your sister, now my mother? How far will your anger go?
Do you really think I'm not suffering? You know nothing. You understand nothing.
On the contrary, everything that goes on in here is much bigger than you and me. You made your choices and now you're going to have to take responsibility for them. Look, I must tell you something important. Emily, listen to me.
I'm fed up with talking.
It's about what's happening here. It's about Mortimer and home.
I know they are demons.
That's not all.
Go on.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
But how?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me a welcome.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the family.
You? You're his daughter?
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
That makes you my sister?
Yes.
Gleich ist da Christoph Evo. Ja, grüß dich. Servus. Schön, dass du wieder da bist. Danke für dein Like auf jeden Fall.
I'm so ashamed, Louis. And that means Emma is your sister too.
Shit. I spent the night with my own sister?
I was attracted to you from the moment we first spoke on the boat. Now I understand why. Do you realize what that means? I'm a monster.
Ich bin ein Monster.
And I am one as well. When I think of my feelings for you, that feeling, it hurts all of a sudden.
No.
She's there. I can feel her inside me. She's trying to read my thoughts. Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry, Louis. I didn't want to.
I have a sister.
4 Likes, vielen Dank und 4 Zuschauer.
Very
Ja,
strange for
servus.
me too. A sister for a brother.
Herzlich willkommen.
Yes.
Yes. I must get some rest. I must ask you to leave me now.
All right, but
Gern Like hinterlassen. Ja, danke dir.
Don't start now. I would like to get some sleep.
I'll be leaving you then. Thank you, Emily.
Der hat ja oben Balkon Arsch gehabt. Mein lieber Scholli. Guckt er das. Na, das schwebt ein bisschen, das Kissen. Naja.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present. A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This
Naja.
dates from 15 years ago now. Madam, I shall never thank you enough for all your care and attention. I shall be indebted to you till my last breath. If you have any request of me, you only need ask. With regards to my son William, I shall never thank you enough for looking after him. You know the latter's preferences, and you will understand he needs you desperately. For that, and as agreed with Queen Charlotte, our friend Duke Hillsborough will carry out his task and meet with you within 6 months. From then on, you'll be free from want. Yours sincerely, William Pitt, Count of Chatham.
5 Likes. Dankeschön. Vielen, vielen, vielen Dank. So, dann haben wir noch ein bisschen Gold-Elixier.
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events. Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. T.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
Ah ja.
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds, painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family, in an effort to find them a husband. Displayed like meat. It's disgusting.
So, dann werden wir es mal aufmachen. Zum Mortimers Arbeitszimmer. Auf dem, hoffe ich mal, direkten Wege. Halt, mein Freund, da lang. Nein. Wir müssen einen Stock höher. What ist hier los? Der kehrt wohl immer noch.
Pardon me, Monsieur, but I have work to do.
Immer noch nicht fertig, immer dieselbe Stelle da, die du kehrst.
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Well, Mr. Godoy heard that we are expecting a last-minute guest.
Pardon?
Yes, a certain Al-Azif.
Strange. Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, I might as well not hang out here any longer, if he has nothing to say.
Me neither.
He must have misunderstood. The conference has started. Godoy is a little too used to court intrigue, if you ask me.
I agree with you. Well, nevertheless, I hope I have distracted you a little.
Yes, thank you, Louis. I don't need much. And don't hesitate if you ever do have any news.
I won't, Mr. President.
Na, wie halt eben ist so als Präsident, ne? Wenig zu sagen. So, dann sind wir mal gespannt oben. Zu welchen neckigen weiteren Handlungen er uns entweder zwingt oder was er uns halt preisgibt. Wie geht's eigentlich den Rest der Zuschauer? Christopher weiß ja zumindest. Aber den Rest, der so zuguckt? So. Sind die eigentlich die Eminenz? Hallo.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You've made
Sind
the
alle
right
schüchtern?
choice.
Ja, eventuell kann sein, dass alle schüchtern
You
sind.
must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision.
Du ja nicht so überrascht, hast ja gerade rausgeproben.
Choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Fühlen wir uns denn überwältigt? Fasziniert.
I'm curious to find out more. My whole way of thinking has been blown apart in just a couple hours.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
I've been given to understand that you have a difficult relationship with your father. Isn't that right?
Let's just say we don't see things the same way. I ended up finding out that there's a world outside the rules he has imposed on us.
It seems you find yourself in the same position that you've placed men. You were told what to do, what to think, and you found it unbearable. Imagine if humanity finds out you secretly direct them. How do you think they'd react?
Your analogy is not without substance. But that's where it ends. Man's main flaw is his willingness to forget and to make the same errors time and again. He can't help it. He is mortal. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Also ich sehe leider nur deine 4. Entweder hängt der Chat wieder. Also ich sehe es leider nicht. Kann es leider nicht verfolgen. Was du geschrieben hast. Tut mir leid. Ariel. Hi, how's it going today? Jetzt geht's wieder.
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop.
Good, that's
Today,
nice.
black slaves of America work for free and in
Hi, baby.
unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
Okay. Wie wär's mit der Emanzipation der
And what would
Frauen?
you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment, they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way,
Klasse 2 Mod
not
bei dir.
only
Ja,
will
ist
they
richtig.
become
Danke, ja,
consumers,
gerne.
But they will also delegate the job of
Gerne, Chris.
education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today, we are wasting too much time.
One day can play Fortnite. Uff. Religion?
But obscurantism, by harping on this
Yes, of
concept
course.
good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives, as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. the foundation stone, freedom of speech.
No, you can.
The First Amendment of the Constitution.
play doesn't with
must
me?
be opponents to every
Why not?
project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man
You
won't
play,
have enough room for
Fortnite,
expression
or?
to feel
I think.
free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free,
We had
I am
spoken in the
convinced that
last
they will exceed their
Let's
limits,
Play.
and it is only from that condition that
You
humanity
play
shall rise
Fortnite,
up.
I think.
Do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
I have Fortnite
Demons?
Yes.
on my
us,
PS4.
Our species.
I'm
I've been
playing
searching
not
for
often
centuries, trying to
Fortnite.
find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity is not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are.
Okay, zu verstehen wäre es immer noch Manipulation. Warum eigentlich?
I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely
Well,
more smoke
can
and
you
mirrors.
play
You must understand that we
a
directly
custom game?
depend on men. Consequently, we have
the
to
next
do our
time, of
utmost
course.
to help them
I have,
progress and to prevent them from
holidays,
killing each other.
and then we can play. Differenziert berechnen. Wir müssen den weiter zu entwickeln und davon abhalten, sich gegenseitig umzubringen. Angesichts des Krieges der Geschichte funktioniert es nicht wirklich. Warum ihnen nicht beibringen, unabhängig zu sein? Ich frage
What
erstmal.
proves that men are
This
unable
stuff.
to evolve without our control?
Okay.
Look at history. Every time man tries to act on his own, he creates more problems than solutions. You will understand better after a few centuries. Our family clings to its
Du bist mal raus, du
privileges
zockst
and
eine
to the
Runde.
past,
Viel Spaß,
and that's how
Christopher,
they're
und vielen
putting
Dank
us
für dein
in
Like
danger.
und dass du
The
da warst.
time has come for change.
Wir hören
Now
und
that
sehen
you
uns.
know your
Mach's
true
gut.
nature,
See you.
there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
How do you do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
You just don't with Schul today. It's so boring. Okay, I understand. Schul is yeah, the Schul time is the, I think, yeah, now it's the best time. Do you have? And the most time it's boring, yes. You later you must work, and it's very boring. Every day, the same work. In the school you have different days, different student. Moment. Wie werde ich beim ersten Mal helfen? Ich werde dir beim ersten Mal helfen. Wie funktioniert das? Was ist möglich?
How do you do it?
It's an animal resonance. How
Ah.
it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to
Chris,
begin, Louis.
you're playing
Up till
Fortnite?
now, the guests have been
I
deciding
think so.
each other. From now on,
I think
it's time
Chris
for
plays
Gregory
Fortnite.
and
I'm not
myself
sure.
to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control.
Chris is leaving.
You're going to influence his actions and his psyche.
The chat or the stream. Du wirst eine Aktion in einer Gedanken, aber wie? Nicht sagen? Okay.
Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaget had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaget's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Biagis Zimmer. Dann werden wir uns mal auf den Weg machen. So, Biagis Zimmer. Oh. Good boys. Biagis Zimmer. Genau gegenüber. Oh. Links rum. Do you know how I get to every stream? Oh. I think so. I think so. I'm not sure. I think so. Biaggi. Da. Okay. Run, man. Run. Manias Beatrice. Huh?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Biaggi.
Biaggi, yeah. I scrubbed and put
Ah,
post
well, Louis,
not
what brings you
found.
back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence. Your Eminence, I'd like to speak to you about the conference.
Sorry, my son, but I would rather not speak about it.
Damn it! Change subjects, Louis. Quick!
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your scrubs and like. So Demons reden.
Do you believe in demons?
What are you talking about, Louis?
You
Where
will
is he
come
going
back.
with this?
Okay.
Feel something.
Demons, Your Eminence.
I
To
am a
the
cardinal.
stream.
Of course I
In
believe
bit.
in it.
Okay.
What on earth
Okay.
is the matter with him? Is he losing his mind?
All right, hang in there, Louis. Don't lose him.
Rest assured, Your Eminence, I'm fine.
But it's impossible.
Rest assured, Your Eminence, I am fine.
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it.
Aber
Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me. Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Liebe Giuseppe, ich weiß, dass Sie auf dem Weg nach Lord Mortimer anwesend. Ich hoffe, dass Sie eine angenehme Reise haben, auch wenn Sie dafür nach Frankreich durchqueren müssen, was momentan nicht gerade angenehm sein dürfte. Aber mein Freund, vergessen Sie nicht, wie wichtig diese Mission ist. Möge Gott und der Allmächtige Sie segnen und beschützen.
right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Als Einleitung, Eure Heiligkeit, ein Gedanke an euch für eures Vertrauen.
It even appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure, superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future. There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do it without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Äh, 1793, ja, Moment, der 24. Erste. 24.
Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Ja. Ja. Erste, aha. Wo ist das Haar? F. Ne. Heute ist der 24.1. 24.
Today, the date is 24/01/1793. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Ah, warte mal. B hätten wir nehmen müssen.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
So. F ist ja schon bei 92. Also müssen wir B Ah. H hatten wir ja, ne? H, richtig. Dann brauchen wir das B.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
So. Brauchen wir noch ein C.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle. Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Der Tag ist nicht kodiert. Das muss der Schlüssel für den Code sein.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Der Tag wird nicht trainiert, also brauchen wir E. Also eigentlich nur
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
E.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Ja.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today is the 24/01/1793.
one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it. And I remember that. Flore in Domo Domini. Piaggi once gave me a sealed letter. It had the same seal on it. I remember now. Piaggi once gave me a sealed letter. It had the same seal on it. I remember now.
Hoffen wir, dass es der richtige Stempel ist. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Welche hätte ich nochmal eher begutachten sollen? 6 Likes. Vielen Dank. Thank you very much.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Calm down now. Monsieur de Richet came to see me because he was having anxiety attacks and wanted something to help him relax. I'm afraid I've been a little heavy-handed.
You can say that again.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he stays. The perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him. Can you keep a secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son. Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he? The slime bag. He works for Mortimer. Good thing I already tried to warn Gregory.
You find Louis unconscious and conclude that I'm his accomplice?
It's not so much finding him here as you being against me getting rid of him. That's not what you thought the day before yesterday, after he eavesdropped on our conversation.
Monsieur von Von, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
If you commit a murder, I will report you directly to King Frederick.
I fear nothing, imbecile. The king is my friend. He will never believe you. Listen carefully, Piaggi. If you say anything, you'll be the one they find dead in your bed. Huh? Now, just turn around and let me handle this.
Don't touch him! Out of my room!
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body. Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
So müssen wir direkt drauf zukommen. Ja, wir müssen zurück. Wuppala. Wuppa.
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
To tell you the truth, I didn't make it through the first time.
Well, that's quite normal on the first try.
But you did it.
Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information.
7 Likes, vielen Dank. 7 Likes. Thank you very much.
I would like the same for him
Dankeschön.
too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity. Through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
Whatever the consequences?
What do you mean?
Let's say it hardly leaves any room for free will. Now does it?
It's the adults' responsibility to provide education for their children, Louis. Our family only ensures, through its experience, that demons do not lose themselves in rash decision-making.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary.
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
There you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human?
Puh, das ist eine schwierige Entscheidung. Ich weiß allerdings nicht, was das eine Auswirkung hat, ne?
I was born a man. I grew up as such. Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference. I refuse to let them manipulate humanity the way they do. They're gonna ask me to choose between them. I'll just have to go with the lesser evil of the two. But they better not count on me to keep my word. I'll bring them all down.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
Soll ich Holm folgen oder soll ich Mortimer folgen? Eine schwierige Entscheidung. Das ist echt eine schwierige Entscheidung. Es tut mir echt leid, aber der Chat ist im Arsch. Also funktioniert momentan überhaupt nicht. Chat is broken. Sorry, it's YouTube problem. Mortimer folgen. Holm folgen. Mortimer. Holm. Mortimer. Holm. Mortimer. Holm. Holm. Mortimer. Und Mortimer. Und.
Father, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to follow my instincts, I can't in good conscience follow you.
But
I hope you won't take it personally, but I prefer to support Sir Gregory.
Very well. You have made your choice.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
that's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Obwohl ich mir nicht traue, ne? Hm.
Well, my friends, here we all are.
Isn't the Duchess meant to be with us?
No, she's resting in her room. Don't worry. The conference can resume. Now, we all know that tensions have been running high, but now it's not the moment to give in.
I really don't understand why Lord Mortimer insists.
Yes, indeed. It will only take one of you opposing his project to win the conference. But I would rather have us united until the end. Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
So, war wohl doch relativ erfolgreich, ohne Erfolg und alternative Wege habe ich auch nicht gewählt, also alles soweit wie ich sehe, richtig gemacht. So, das war's auf jeden Fall von mir, von Folis Game aus, zum Let's Play Konzil Episode, also Episode 04, Part 3. In dem Fall ist hier 13. Kapitel. Ja, das erste Mal ist immer das erste Mal. Von daher bedanke ich mich fürs Zuschauen, fürs vielen Liken. Auf jeden Fall. Danke schon mal für die 7, die mit dabei da waren. Danke, dass ihr im Stream gewesen seid. Auch die später irgendwann mal dieses Let's Play sehen werden. Danke schon mal im Voraus für die Likes. Und dann würde ich sagen, wir sehen und hören uns beim letzten und nächsten Let's Play von The Konzil, Episode 04, dann Part 4. Danke fürs Zuschauen, macht's gut, haut rein, bis dann, tschüss.